Hey guys, welcome to another video painting tutorial. Since the holidays are here, I wanted to create something that can be used as another Christmas card or just some art or anything you want. So we're going to be painting some trees today, some spruce trees. So to get started, you're going to need a cup of water, a brush. You can really use any brush. I'm using a round brush, number 12 right now. You can also use a flat brush if you like. You get a slightly different effect. But the colors you're gonna need are, I'm using indigo, yellow ochre, and raw umber. You can also throw in a green if you want. So you can pretty much use any yellow or blue and brown if you don't have those colors on hand. So to begin, I'm also gonna grab a paper towel. To begin, I'm going to grab the burnt umber color. I'm just going to indicate the trunk of my tree. So with the fine tip, I'm going to just draw a line. It doesn't have to be straight. I'm going to get it slightly larger towards the bottom just by pushing in on my brush. And then I'm going to, with that same color, I'm just going to start indicating where the branches are going to go. So very loosely, I'm just kind of sketching in the branches, and then we're going to fill this in. To get some light and dark values, we're going to use the yellow and the blue. And of course, as you know, yellow and blue make green. So we're going to choose which side we want our light source to be on. I'm just going to choose this side, so pretend that the sun is coming from this way. So all of the leaves on this side, or needles I should say, on this side are going to be more of a yellow, kind of warm sun-tinted color. And then on this side, they're gonna be a cooler, sort of darker blue. We're gonna mix in some brown in there as well. So I'm just gonna grab my brush with a little bit of water. I'm gonna grab some of that yellow. I'm not gonna go too watery with this because I want to keep the detail. I'm just gonna start applying this, sort of dabbing it on. On this side of the tree. And just starting to fill it out. And then on the other side, I'm gonna grab the indigo, or your blue color, whichever you're using. And I'm going to start adding that on this color, this side. Again, I'm just dabbing it. We're going to be layering a lot throughout this whole tree process, so it's sort of a method of building up the different tones to get those different light and dark values within the tree itself. I'm gonna bring that down the trunk a little bit as well. Maybe add an indication of the ground level. And just sort of add that indigo wherever you think the darker areas would be, such as under the branches. The bottom here would be darker. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, and then we're gonna come back in again with some more color and add more texture. So while this is slightly damp, but definitely more dry than it was before, I'm gonna grab some of my burnt umber, which is just a brown. I'm gonna start adding that on top of the blue areas that I've darkened. Just sort of make these textured impressions throughout your tree. If you want to add in a little bit of light, just take a dry brush while it's still wet and just go in and lift off some of the paint in those areas to sort of give it that lightened up look. Very subtle, but it just adds another dimension of light to your work. I'm just gonna go back in now with a little bit of green. This is Hooker's green. I'm just gonna add that to the tree as well, just to sort of make the color pop a little bit more. So you're just playing with it really until you're happy with how it looks. If you want to darken it a little bit more, you can always go back in and add some more of that indigo or the brown. You can mix them together if you want to. I'm going to darken the bottom here a bit. Always adding in that indication of ground level below. You can keep darkening this if you like. Gonna let it dry and then we'll go back in with some finer details. When your painting is dry, you can grab a thinner brush. I'm using a number 3, 30, I should say. I'm just going to grab some of the burnt umber. I don't want it too watery, and I'm just gonna go back in and sort of just roughly rough in where that trunk was, just so that it's sort of peeking through in some of the lighter areas. And then on the trunk here, I'll just add some detail there, kind of bring it down. You can also go in here with your smaller brush and add some smaller details, just doing the same thing we were doing previously. So you can pretty much keep on going, doing as much detail or as little detail as you like. You can even add in some additional trees in the background or whatever you like. But I think this is gonna be my tree for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. But before I go, I wanted to let you know that my watercolor workshop is officially open for enrollments. Early bird enrollments. If you go to watercolor-workshop.com, you can sign up. You're gonna get a whole video library full of different tutorials. You're gonna learn as a beginner how to paint with watercolor. You're gonna learn so many other things that I have not yet talked about on this YouTube channel. So definitely check that out. I know a bunch of you were curious as to when it was launching, and it's launching, so I'm letting you know. Please pop on over there and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.